Hello and welcome back. My name is Jackpixel and today I'm going to be showing you the best way that I believe you can use cobblestone farms to achieve this sort of craziness and that. So yeah, I'll get to what is going on here. I think it may be quite obvious, but yes, so basically what's going on here is a bunch of pistons pushing up into what I call a cobblestone farm. I'm sure most people call that this, and basically this all looks glossed up right here, but that's just, I like doing things like this, so I like making it all glossy, but obviously its bare bones look quite different. This is a lot of added extra just to make it look pretty. So basically it all comes from here, one water and one lava, making a very simple cobblestone generator. And this is how you start that off, in case you are unaware. You take a water here, you take a lava here, and there you go, you're done. I like to place a block underneath to just, I don't know, just to tidy it up, I guess. And then there you go, you got a normal standard old cobblestone generator. But you know, if that's not really cutting it for you, I mean, you could do something a bit more crazy with a few pistons, redstone repeaters, you know, redstone, all that good stuff. So basically, in essence, what we have over here is a piston underneath here, which will push up this block here, which is created. Let me just go ahead and have a look and show you over here. So there's the piston, that's it generating. Right now I've turned it off just so I can show you in stages what's going to happen here. So let me get rid of a few of these to start my demonstration. Okay, so I think we're ready to show this first part of my, I believe, is quite a tidy and small cobblestone generator farm, but you know, I'll let you be the judge of that. Okay, so I want to do a nice little pulse to start the clock. This clock powers this piston and intermittently pushes up after these cobblestone pieces have been created, which is a secret to an efficient piston farm, cobblestone piston farm, whatever you want to call it, like this. So it sends out a quick pulse which goes to the piston and pushes it up, and as you can see, it's nearly already at the top. Okay, so I mean, that's the first part. The second part is up here. This is where this has all come from. It comes up into here. You see it's going up to its maximum height, which I believe is 11 or 12 blocks, as much as a piston can push, and you'll see the results of that over here later. So it comes up to here. I have a block over there just to make it look tidy. Actually, I had some stairs over that. There we go. Right, so you can see another piston here, and I think you can guess what's going on here. So basically, this is just the second part, which pushes this massive long line of cobblestone along here to this glossy glass and stair combinations. It's a mess. Yes, so let's just turn this on and off. Wow, I nearly left it on a bit too long then. Okay, so now that's on. If we remove some blocks from the end here, we should see, there we go, it works fine. And there we go, we can see the piston is sending out the pulse, or rather the redstone is sending out the pulse, the piston is receiving the pulse. And there we go. So that's how you do the second line. And the third and final part of this farm is this part here. There we go, I've turned that on. This is basically just copy and pasted just by my hands, really. And basically you just have a lever connecting the two, and there you go, you have those two ready and going. Okay, so let's imagine a scenario. You're trying to get some cobblestone for your house or whatever you want to do for your build or your whatevers. And yeah, so you come over here to the main part and like, oh, I got some cobblestone. Oh, yeah, so basically it's so quick I didn't really get to explain kind of my little story, but it's okay because I think it perfectly demonstrates the speed that you can achieve. I broke that. Wow, that's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, as you can see, it's really quickly replenishing my stock. And if we take it from the other side, when we're done, By the time we've done that side, it's getting back that side. And yeah, it's a very quick and efficient way. And obviously, with these setups, you can obviously keep on branching out. I could branch out from here. It's like a fractal. I could just keep, instead of branching in, I can just keep branching out every time. And I could just make an infinite size of redstone and piston stuff that would make my FPS just crash in the end because of all the ticks. But hey, you know, this is a very, I feel, a very efficient way of maybe doing cobblestone mining on a mass scale, or, you know, if you're trying to get really, you know, non-cheatable cobblestone, then I'd say this is definitely the best use and application of pistons and lava and all that good stuff. It seems to work very well, in my opinion. Of course, something this good doesn't usually come with any faults, but there's always some. And you know, Minecraft is not very reliable for providing little faults. It's very reliable in providing faults, such as the fact that when you activate these levers, you need to do it very quickly because it sends out a constant pulse. And the thing with sending out a constant pulse in a redstone clock is that you need a small little pulse every so often to this piston in order to push it efficiently, so it actually has cobblestone in front of it to push. Because if it tries to push cobblestone in front while it's trying to push this, it cancels it out, and it can't do it because this is pushing it too quick and this isn't receiving it quick enough. So the whole thing just cancels each other out and nothing happens. So the quicker you do the pulse, the better. Just the quickest flick you can do. Just the quickest flick, and it should work perfectly fine. This is a good length right here. 1 redstone repeater per tick is what you are looking for here in order to achieve, you know, I'd say faultless operation, you could say. Okay, so my second half of this video will be covering this thing, and you must be wondering, oh, well, what? No, you probably aren't wondering. As you can tell, this is a bridge, but this isn't any old bridge. What this bridge is, a self-repairing, anti-grief, quote-unquote, bridge. And what I mean by that is this. In your own time. There we go. Good. So, that's basically the premise of this little build thing. And, yes, I'll show you how it works after I pretend to be someone griefing this bridge and annoyingly putting some TNT on it. As you can see, I put obsidian on the side. So, yes, so basically, say that happens in your server or whatever is going on. A creeper? Who knows? Whatever. Basically, as you can see, the cobblestone is regenerating, and it's regenerating this bridge. I think this is quite cool. I mean, if I was having a server, I'd definitely try and implement this somewhere, because it basically stops creepers from, let's say, manipulating your defenses. And if you try and kill the creeper and it explodes, you know, and you're left with that, it's like, oh, I've got to get some cobblestone or something to fill this in. Just have one of these. It's expensive, yes. It is very expensive for resources, but hey, I'm just showing it to you in a demonstration. You don't actually have to take this at face value. But hey, let me show you how it works now. This is the final step of the bridge. Let me show you the first steps down in this hole. And not here, that is the second. And here we are. This is the first step. And as you can see, it really copies and relies on the same cobblestone generating technology. And it's quite simple. Basically, we just got the same clock. It's basically the same. It's the same thing. Here's the water source right here. Here's the lava. Here's the cobblestone. And here's the piston. I have the same exact setup right here. And what this is going to do is going to push a line of cobblestone along to these 4 up pistons. And what happens here is the second step. The second step is that this will send out a pulse, and as you can see, there's a lot more repeaters, because there are more pistons, and the more pistons there are, the slower you need your signal to be. In my experience, I mean, I tried this without this, and they weren't on full tick. They weren't on the second tick, not the third, and it just didn't work. So I added an extra repeater, put them up, and it worked perfectly. So I assume that is the best and most reasonable explanation for this. So it goes along here in one line, and as it's ready to deploy, it will go up and up and up, and that's where we get to the third step, up here. As you can see, it goes up, up, up here to these pistons, and I'll give you an example. There we go. So what's going on here is basically underneath, just with a few more pistons, I believe there's 2 more pistons, because it just wouldn't work the other way around, but hey, it is what it is. So it's essentially exactly the same thing. This time they're on here, just to slow them down a bit, so whenever it's needing to, it can regenerate. As an example, there we go, you know? Yeah, so basically, that's all I wanted to show you in this video, because I just thought it'd be cool to show. Just, you know, a little bit of fun with, what's it called? Cobblestone generators, you know, and pistons. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and over there, if you're wondering, that's a failed attempt at this. My world got deleted, so I had to make a new one and make this all from scratch. But hey, it didn't take that long, so it was okay. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope all sorts of things. Whatever. I'm rambling on now a bit. I think I've left it. I think I've outstayed my video welcome. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.